I just got back from experiencing the iconic New York City in December, and now I'm going to tell you all about it, including prices, everything that I think are must-dos, everything I think that are must-don'ts, and things that are actually worth the hype. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like down below. Let's get into the video. Let's start off with the flight. I flew Delta into LaGuardia. I flew out on a Monday and I flew back on Friday. The cost for my flight was $271.96 round trip. With this flight, I did use credit card points with my Chase Business Inc. Preferred, and I used 21,000 points, so that $271 is actually a discounted price. Okay, so now here's where the costs start to kind of rack up. We Ubered from LaGuardia to our hotel in Manhattan. We stayed at the Embassy Suites, which was about a 30 to 40 minute drive. We did schedule that Uber the night before, so it was a little bit cheaper. Cheaper meaning $84. Now I do want to give a moment to the Embassy Suites, okay? Either the hotel is newer or they just like recently updated it, because it was nice, it was clean, it was updated, it was spacious. If you know New York, then you know that everything and anything stay related is essentially as big as a box, and they just pack you in there like sardines unless you are as rich as Elon Musk. We did a king bed with a city view, and Embassy Suites does not lack on the space. It was spacious for New York City, okay? And what's cool about the Embassy Suites is that they give you a complimentary breakfast, but not like your creepy Hampton Inn or like other hotels, creepy complimentary breakfast where their eggs are microwaved. No, the Embassy Suites does a fresh omelet bar, which is crazy. I didn't have it, of course, because I was in New York City. I'm not gonna eat the omelet bar from the Embassy Suites, but it's still a huge perk. But in my opinion, the fresh hot breakfast is not what makes the Embassy Suites elite, okay? What makes the Embassy Suites elite is the fact that they do a happy hour every night. Ours was from 5 to 6:30. You get 2 free drink tickets. This in New York City specifically is huge. Why? Because drinks in New York City start at $18 each. So the fact that they were just giving 2 free drink tickets to either wine, beer, or like they had their own specialty drink of the night was all free. Plus they gave like kind of like a charcuterie and like chips and salsa and little snacks as well. That's a game changer. If you're going to New York City, I highly recommend staying at the Embassy Suites in Midtown Manhattan. 10 out of 10. Cost for 4 nights though, $2,462.22. Let's get into day 1 itinerary. You know, right off the bat, I needed a bagel. Specifically, a sausage, egg, and cheese, because that is the most elite breakfast sandwich out there. There's no debate. So first stop, right when we dropped our bags at the hotel, we went straight to Utopia Bagel, which was super close. This was my favorite bagel the entire trip. And their coffee, I got an iced latte. Usually the bagel places, like they usually miss on the coffee or they miss on the bagel. Utopia Bagel, the bagel was insane and their coffee was actually really good. I got a turkey, sausage, egg, and cheese on a whole wheat everything bagel, and my boyfriend got a sausage, egg, and cheese with chive cream cheese on the bagel on a jalapeno cheddar bagel. There's a lot going on. Cost for 2 bagel sandwiches plus an iced latte was $32.90. The bagel had like a crunch, but it was chewy, a little bit doughy. It was fabulous. The best bagel in the city. I don't care. I'm gonna literally stamp that. Stamped. Please go there. This day, we also just dedicated to thrifting and sourcing different product. New York City is known for their thrift shops, sample sales, pop-ups, things like that. So we really wanted to just kind of see if the hype was real. So then we could maybe do sourcing trips in New York City. First stop was We Fashion Sample Sale, I'm pretty sure. And they're known for their designer sample sales. So the one that was going on Monday when we were there was like jackets. So it was Moncler, Amiri, Gucci, and Dolce & Gabbana, I think. And they had all like crazy discounts, half off, 60, 70% off of original price. The goal for going here, of course, was to see what we could, of course, buy and flip. And I was back and forth on this really cute baby blue Moncler vest that was 50% off. And if you know Moncler and you know their vest, they retail for $1,000. And this vest was coming out to $485, which is a crazy discount for this. However, the comps for this, like to resell it, just They just weren't there. So I did end up leaving that, but they had so much good and cool designer pieces at a crazy discount. We also then stopped at some different thrift stores like that Second Street Thrift. Overhyped in my opinion. I mean, you can probably find some pretty good stuff, but they definitely are they definitely mark their stuff up a good bit. Ironic coming from a reseller who marks things up on Amazon for a living. But it was marked up. You can find it cheaper on like eBay, Mercari, things like that. However, you better stop at the Goodwill. Okay? This Goodwill I could have spent every single day in there for hours just looking through everything that was there. I found, and I did end up buying to flip, these $30 Tory Burch flip-flops that actually retail for $178 in pretty much perfect condition. So I did buy those for $30. I found these Ferragamo heels. They were a little sketchy looking, but I mean, Ferragamo heels. Have you ever seen Ferragamo heels in your Goodwill? And then I also saw this Stussy, I don't know how to say it. Stussey, I think is how you spell it. Coat. And I think it was like $40, $50. Crazy. Never seen so much designer in one place. That Goodwill is worth your time. Then we wanted to try smash burgers. Well, not we. I don't know the last time I've had a burger, maybe like 20 years ago. I don't eat burgers. I don't really like ground beef, but my boyfriend loves a good smash burger. So we wanted to go to Gotham Burger, and then the plan was to go to Gotham Burger, and then right around the corner was like Prince Street Pizza. So I was gonna get pizza. Of course, you know me, the girlfriend that's like, oh, I want to bite. Let me just try it. Like when I tried his, I was like,
spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
I went up and got my own, got it with fries. The fries are like McDonald's styles fries, but when the workers care, okay? And now you're all listening to this and you're like, ooh, I know what those taste like. Yeah, those are how the Gotham Burger fries taste every single time. So good. It was so good because like it didn't have that oily ground beef sketchy taste that I hate. Highly recommend. Cost for 2 double smash burgers. I got fries. He got tater tots and a drink. Came out to $38.27. It was on like the way Lower East Side. So we had an Uber there, and Uber round trip came out to $112.87. The Rockefeller Center in Times Square was super close to our hotel, so we ended up just walking to see the tree that night. Words and pictures they just don't do it justice. Go see it for yourself. It is beautiful. And it's free. Let's get into day 2. So day 2 and day 3, it was raining, but we of course made the most of it, and you just got to keep hustling and bustling in New York City. So we started off the day with Blank Street Coffee. Okay, I had a list of a bunch of coffee shops that I wanted to try every day. I tried Blank Street Coffee and I said, that list. I'm going to Blank Street Coffee every single day. Go to Blank Street Coffee, get the black and white cookie latte. I think it's a winter flavor though, so you could probably only try that in the winter. But yeah, we ended up going there every single day. For 2 lattes, it came out to $17.91. Let's just times that by 3 because we got it every day. We then walked on over to Grand Central Station, saw all the little decor. It was super cute. Grand Central Station is, of course, iconic. And they have like a Grand Central Station market, which was super cool to see. So just highly recommend walking through that as well. And it's free. Skims opened their location on 5th Ave. So big Skims girl here. Hey, Kim. So you know that we had to wait in the line to go. And it just ironically happened to be the Skims North Face collab drop. So it was super cute. She had like hot chocolate cookies, everything like that in store. Definitely recommend walking along 5th Ave and just window shopping, seeing the window displays. We then had a dinner reservation at a pasta bar. Okay, don't go to Carbone. Don't go to Carmine's. Go to a pasta bar. It was so good. Fresh pasta, homemade tiramisu. You can never, ever go wrong. However, this was in Soho, which was maybe like 20 minutes away, but we kind of got like mixed up with her time. So we ended up having to Uber last minute, one way, $105.67. Like I said, a pasta bar was amazing. I would pay that Uber. I would pay a flight to go back there. We got 1 app, 2 pastas, 2 drinks, and dessert, and that came out to $198.67. Day 3. So this morning particularly was super cool because we got up early to go and see the Today Show. I highly recommend just like the experience and seeing it, seeing the production. They interact with you. They give you little gifts. It was super, super cool. Get up early and go. It's worth it. Trust me. And it's free. Then we went and got bagels at a bagel pub, or the bagel pub. This is actually my first, and it better be my last, bagel sandwich that I can actually say that I hated. The eggs were like way overcooked, crunchy and creepy. The bagel was so dry. It was gross. I didn't finish it. I've never not finished a bagel sandwich, okay? Your girl eats. She didn't eat that though. That was disgusting. For 2 bagels, the cost was $18.97, a waste of my money. Me, it was like a 4 out of 10. Don't go. Don't go to a bagel pub, the bagel pub, whatever it's called. Bagel pub, don't go. Then of course, after that, we had to see Macy's because that's iconic. And they had like a cute little holiday market inside. And like, of course, you have to see they go like all out inside as well with their decor. So highly recommend, just walk around Macy's, window shop, just look around, super cool, free. We also went into St. Patrick's Cathedral, which was beautiful. Another thing, like words and pics just don't do it justice, free. And of course, the iconic Louis Vuitton suitcase display, beautiful, free. For lunch, we went to Los Tacos, which was highly, highly recommended on TikTok. And thank God we did. I needed that because that bagel was so bad. Los Tacos was chef's kiss. Go to Los Tacos. Go there more than once. You'll want to. It's cheap. It's fire. So, so good. Also, get the quesadilla. Okay? I don't like quesadillas, like American quesadillas or whatever. Their quesadilla is not like your typical American 2 tortillas with cheese and bleh. No. Fire. 2 tacos, 1 quesadilla, 1 water, chips and guac, $28.85, 9.7 out of 10, easily. Then it was time for us to get ready for the Knicks game, which was such a crazy environment. They were playing the Hawks for like the NBA Cup or whatever. I don't know. Go sports. Just get it in the basket and I'll be there. It was crazy because every single person, even children, little children like 5, 6, 7, were literally screaming, Trae Young, Trae Young. Almost the entire game, to be honest. They won, the Knicks lost, but it was crazy. We decided to do this instead of like a show or like seeing the Rockettes, just because, I mean, Madison Square Garden is iconic. A Knicks game is iconic, and when can you ever do that again? Like if you're not in New York. So we sat in section 1, row 4, which is essentially like 4 rows up from the floor. For 2 tickets, $890 total. We got 2 rounds of white wine, chicken tenders, which were fire, and a water bottle, coming out to $188. Shador Sanders, like the quarterback from Colorado, and Chase Stokes, John B. from Outer Banks, and Ben Stiller, and like a lot of other people were sitting courtside. So once you exit it, what's cool about like sitting almost courtside but not sitting courtside is that you all exit in the same place. When we were exiting, like they noticed me and they're like, oh my God, like you're fine at Flip It. And I was like, yeah, hey. And they were like, can we get a picture? They asked me for a picture. Okay? Now that's obviously a joke, but one day it's not going to be a joke. No, I fangirled and I asked them. And we took selfies and it was super fun. Then I also got a free t-shirt, so there you go. Girl math, everything added up and it became free. Day 4. Now day 4 was a clear and beautiful day, but freezing. We did bagels in the morning again, and we went to the Best Bagel and Coffee. Hell no. Another one, don't go. The sandwich wasn't like terrible, but like the bagel, I felt like I was eating air. Like it wasn't giving anything. Literally no taste at all. It gave air. We got 3 bagels, which came out to $28.92. 6.8 out of 10. Then, since it was so clear and beautiful, we decided to do the Top of the Rock, which I highly recommend. Not only because of like the views are breathtaking, but also like the history behind it. I didn't know. I'm not a history gal though, so maybe you guys might know, but I didn't know any of that about it. And they do this whole little presentation before you actually go outside and see everything to see. So that was super cool in and of itself. Cost for 2 tickets, $93.64. We got hot chocolate at another highly, highly recommended place from TikTok, Angelina's. Okay, this hot chocolate was very, very good. I wasn't like wow though. but it was solid. It was good. I would get it again for sure. 2 hot chocolates, medium, $20.47. That seems like a lot. Now, the last part of this trip was definitely like my favorite out of everything that we did was ice skating. However, what I'm about to say is correct, the only correct answer out there. Do not skate in Rockefeller Center. Ice skate in Wallman Rink in Central Park. That's it. Mic drop. There's your answer. Don't go to Rockefeller Center. It's way more expensive. They have a time limit, and there's only one thing to see, which is the tree, which is beautiful. The ice skating rink is like a 4x6. It's so small. Look at these views. Look at these views. Insane. We did it at sunset so we could see all of that, which was perfect. The rink is massive, as you can see. They don't give a time limit. You can literally ice skate all day if you wanted to. And at Rockefeller, you have a time limit. And it's more money. For 2 to ice skate, it was $78 total. I would pay that 10 times over. I would pay more to ice skate there. It was beautiful. Then the very last day, which we didn't do anything because we had an early flight, and that Uber, you guessed it, from the hotel to the airport was $105. Total cost for my NYC Christmas trip, $4,839.16. Don't forget about that 16 cents. If you're thinking about going to New York City in December, my honest answer is do it. There's no other place like it. It's beautiful. There's so much to see. There's so much to do. Do it. Money comes back. Go. Take the trip. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below if you've ever experienced New York City in December and what your favorite thing was. As always, let's keep finding and flipping.